My name is Sarah. I'm from Oklahoma City, born and raised. I have 3 kids that are back at home with me. I have 1 son that is with my grandma, and I have 2 children that were adopted out. I come from a past of trauma, like a long line of trauma. I chose to use drugs instead of coping because I didn't know how to cope. I ended up getting a possession of CDS charge and ended up getting ReMerge. That was, my life-saving moment. I'm here today. I've got my kids back. I graduated code camp. I got my GED. I have an amazing career, amazing future ahead of me. My kids trust me again. My family trusts me again. Just everything overall has changed. The staff is amazing. They listen to you. Once I learned how to cope through my trauma, substance abuse was in my past. I no longer needed it. That's what makes ReMerge amazing to me. They are very open and honest. They want the best for you. The ladies, they are sisters. If you call them, they will answer the phone. They're always there. I have a few that I call all the time. It's definitely a sisterhood, and I know that they'll be there after graduation, and I'll be there for them still.
My name is Norma. I was born in Lubbock, Texas, raised in Marsing, Idaho. I am the second oldest of 7. I have 2 kids, 14 and 11. So before ReMerge, I hadn't seen or talked to my kids for 6 years. I'm grateful I found the ReMerge program because it showed me what quality of life I could live in recovery. What has worked for me the most is just reaching out to ReMerge staff when I'm struggling. I've created such a network of sobriety around myself where that's where I've nested my feet in, and that's where I can get help when I need it. ReMerge helped me become the mom I've always wanted to be. After getting into the ReMerge program, I started speaking to them slowly. Now the relationship is just blossomed to something so much more beautiful than I could ever imagined. 6 years is a long time to be away from any child. They tell me all the time how they are grateful that I am back. They're happy I am back. This is what ReMerge showed me what life is going to be, and this is what I'm going to dedicate my life to now.
My name is Dawn. I'm 51 years old. I'm an only child, kind of spoiled, grew up very entitled, and I have 2 teenage boys. When I was younger, I lacked a lot of self-confidence, so I kind of experimented in different drugs, and then when I found methamphetamine, it made me feel I could do whatever I wanted. It ended up being a vicious cycle and destruction, and I ended up losing everything. Which caused me to catch a trafficking case, and which landed me in prison. And I ended up getting out on parole and ended up catching another trafficking case. And I was somehow granted ReMerge, and I was very pleased with that. The difference for me with ReMerge is I needed something that was structured like ReMerge, where it was different phases, where at first they kind of give you the time to know yourself. I needed to sit still and get to know me. They showed me the coping skills I needed, how to deal with my emotions, with my family, with any anxiety or problems that came in my life. I've got my kids both living with me, and now we have our own home. We actually live in one of the ReMerge duplexes, which I'm grateful for, and I've gained a lot of coping skills and just self-esteem, and I'm a better person all around.
My name is Shanique. I'm 41 years old. I have 7 children. Everyone was addicted to something when I was younger. I've always drank since I was about 12 or 13 years old. It was just introduced to me as a child. It just got out of control to where I was just functioning as an alcoholic every day. I had an argument one night with the now ex-boyfriend, and I just, I cried out to God, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I had a handful of pills in one hand and a bottle of promethazine in the other hand, and I was ready to, just go. His granddaughter called and asked me if I could come and pick her up. Before I could make it back from picking her up, I got pulled over by the police. And so I was just like, you know what, God, I didn't ask you to let me go to jail. But, you get what you ask for. I asked for this program. I knew I didn't want to drink anymore. I knew that I wanted my life back. And I was able to share my story. I was able to find someone that I could tell my secrets to, and it was ReMerge. I've gained so much knowledge. I mean, there's so many classes here, it's just like being in college. It's helped me be a better parent, actually bonding with them and actually hugging and loving on them. They get to see a side of me that the whole world has never seen, and I actually love myself now, and I'm not doing everything for everybody else. I'm doing stuff for Shanique.
Hi, my name is Lacey Williams. I'm from Duncan, Oklahoma. I have 2 boys. Caden is 15 and Kaiser is 6. I grew up as the only child. I had 2 loving parents. My dad was a chief of police and my mom worked in Duncan. I was always in and out of jail, juvie. I was just spoiled that my parents were always there to catch me when I fell, so I never really hit rock bottom. I started hanging out with the wrong crowd. I got pregnant at 15 at an early age, and so I decided to move out. I started selling drugs, hanging out with the wrong crowd, and then I was finding myself in and out of prison. I was released December of 2019, and I got out and got in some more trouble. I didn't have any kind of tools, any kind of coping skills. I just didn't know how to live life as a functioning human being, and so without the use of drugs or alcohol. Got cases in Oklahoma County, and I got accepted into the ReMerge program. What shifted with ReMerge was just the love and support that you have here. I learned work ethics. I learned how to love myself again. I learned how to be successful, and it was all with the love and support that ReMerge gave me. They lay the foundation for you, and it's you building up on that foundation. And now I have both of my boys back, my own house. I'm a peer recovery sports specialist. I work for Ocarta, and I have my career. I have my dream job, and I'm just living a successful, happy life. I just want to say that ReMerge is just the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Hi, I'm Keziah. I was born in Hobbs, New Mexico, but raised here in Oklahoma City. I have 3 kids. I started my journey off on the very wrong road, doing drugs, prostituting, doing whatever I can to make it. And a wonderful lady showed up in the county after I was there 13 times and asked me if I wanted to try a new way. And that was ReMerge. I've been to 3 different programs. This program was different because of the challenges in it. Allowed me to experience multiple emotions, which I've never had to do. And it also gave me the knowledge to know that I'm worth more than what I was allowing myself to be. The love and the care and the appreciation that was shown here. The motherly care that everyone gave, because I'd never had my mom in my life. I mean, so I got that here. I got what I was looking for in the streets. I got a car for the first time. I have my license. I have a great job. I am in all 3 of my kids' lives. I am in a great relationship. I have great support behind me. I am at the best place that I could ever be in my entire life right now. It's all thanks to the foundation I was given by ReMerge.
What ReMerge is to me is sisterhood and recovery.
ReMerge is to me a home in a better way. When I think of ReMerge, I think of that golden path. It allowed me to see better of myself, which allowed me to be able to help others see the better in them.
ReMerge to me is life and family.
ReMerge to me is family, extended family.
ReMerge is the ignition. They were the reason my car started again. It was broke down for a long time, so whatever they did to fix it, they fixed it.
ReMerge is my lifesaver.